the other person from university, is the other person from Boston University here?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right, good morning, everybody. I think we're ready to start with this panel. We have here Cristian Valentin. I'll be counting the minutes now. I've got this folder right here, so you can get started.
Okay. Good morning. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good morning. My name is Cristian Valentin. I am from Interamericana University, that is in the west side of Puerto Rico. I am a doctoral student majoring in curriculum and planning. And today I'm trying to give you an insight of the approaches of my doctoral dissertation. However, I would like to address that this is a preliminary work. That is that I'm still writing the review of the literature, but today I'm willing to address some of the fundamental problems of my research field, which is academic dishonesty, and why it is important to talk about this type of research. Okay, so now many people don't really understand what is academic dishonesty, and in simple words, it means plagiarism. However, you can study academic dishonesty from different perspectives. Academic dishonesty is a pretty big field, where, for example, you can study how individual factors such as age or gender influence this behavior. Or, however, you can study how the environment also influence academic dishonesty. The first problem, as you can see, is that we actually have a problem of academic dishonesty in Puerto Rico. Most of the research that has been done in this field has been done by Medina and Verdejo, which they are professors from this institution. This is something very interesting. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be talking today. As I just said, most of the research has been done using those two perspectives. For example, how the environment influences academic dishonesty, or how difference in age or gender influence in this behavior. But these are the main reasons why I'm not planning to use that methodology. The first reason is social disability bias. And what is this? What this means is that people tend to lie when they are asked about sensitive questions such as academic dishonesty. Let's say that I give you a survey asking you how many times have you plagiarized. There is a high probability that you are going to avoid the question or you are going to lie, because of course you don't want anyone to know that you have done something wrong or something unethical. And there is a lot of evidence that this actually happened, and this is why we have the social disability bias. This is one of the first of the main reasons why I'm not planning to use this methodology in my doctoral dissertation. Okay, so this is the second reason, and it's called a student perspective of what is plagiarism. What this means is that we have evidence by Macabre, Trevino, and Butterfly, which they are the main resources in the area. They wrote a book in 2012, which is fundamental in this research, and they found that not necessarily students share the same definition or perspective of what constitutes as plagiarism. And here we have evidence of that. You can see that cheating on tests has been increasing for about 24% from 1963 to 1993. However, cheating on writing work has increased only 1%. And why is that? The main hypothesis is there are other forms of plagiarism that not so many people are aware of. And let me explain that. For example, if I ask you if copy and paste something from the internet is plagiarism, you are going to agree that obviously that is plagiarism. But now I'm going to explain other forms of plagiarism that not so many people are aware of. And that is my main point in my research. It is called unintentional plagiarism or patch writing. Patch writing is a term that was coined by Rebecca Moore. She's a scholar. Unintentional plagiarism is when you reorder the order of the word, or when you change some word with synonymous. Many people think that this is okay, but that is not always the case. How we can measure that? How can we know that a student really know that this is not right? So, Dr. Miguel Roy, he's from the University of St. John in New Jersey. He developed a survey which is called the PKS. What the instrument does is that you need to read each paragraph and you need to identify if it is plagiarism or it's not. And what he found is that about 62% of students identify paragraph number 4 as not plagiarized. So here we have paragraph number 4. So basically this paragraph is plagiarized. Why? Because you have different patches. Patch writing, here you have a patch which comes from another source. Here you have another patch, and here, and so on. So 62% of students are not aware that when you have a deleted quote, you cannot insert information from another source between lines. So this is my main problem of my dissertation, to really understand if a student can really are aware of this form of plagiarism. So these are the main points that we're using to fight the resistance and to have a voice as a student. So the first point is going to be to do my thesis. We want to use the PKS because we want to know if a student knows what is patch writing and how can we teach them how to avoid it. So how we're going to avoid it is the second reason of the model, and it's to bring workshops. I am already working on bringing workshops to undergraduate and graduate students to teach them how to avoid unintentional plagiarism. And I'm also teaching how to use the APA manual, which not too many people are familiar with. So I'm basically teaching those skills. The third one is pretty important, is to inform the university faculty to acknowledge that plagiarism is an interdisciplinary problem. What that means is that basically this problem of plagiarism is widespread. Like Macaulay and Sabrino argue in their book, plagiarism is everywhere. So, because of that, this problem belongs to everyone in academia, not only to some specific member of academia. So we need to fight that resistance, and some of the suggestions that I'm going to bring in my thesis is to develop courses to teach students source use skills and academic writing. Because writing, as you might know, is something that you need to learn and you need to practice. It's like playing a musical instrument. You need to practice every day so you can develop that skill. So that being said, I would like to know after the conference, good morning, after the conference, how you guys deal with this problem, because we have resistance in our institution because not many people are willing to argue about this problem of plagiarism. So I would like to know about how you guys deal with this problem in your institution. So that being said, now I'm going to leave you with Jose, that he's going to be speaking about entrepreneurship and how to use games in the learning experience.
This question is for Chris. When I was in high school, the teachers told to me that it was in your words, it was not plagiarism. What's the key difference here?
Many people believe that paraphrasing is maybe just using different extracts from different texts, but that is not paraphrasing. So as you said, paraphrasing is when you read something You then leave 5 minutes and have a drink or something, and then you come back and you write that what you read, but on your own words. So that, of course, is not plagiarism. The problem is that not too many people really know how to paraphrase it. Because paraphrasing is a process that you need to develop, because if you cannot explain something in your own words, what that means is that you don't understand the concept. So many people, because they don't have the skill yet, or because they're in a hurry, which is almost always the case, they don't want to paraphrase, and what they do is that they copy and paste something and change some of the word or change the order of the sentence. So that is why I'm trying to teach that students should avoid. But yes, if you have everything on your own words, that is not, of course, plagiarism. But you need to emphasize, you need to always quote the author, even if it is a paraphrase. You need to put the author and the year of the published.